We party all night long. We got the money to support that life. Put the brown skin with a black or white. So we are enjoy life. But we are big them. All them a do.
So, hi Neville, welcome to Arsenal Featurettes. How are you
Hello,
today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
We're finally doing this. I'm
I
great. I'm
know.
feeling
Finally,
great.
it was a few months out.
So, let's go back to the beginning. When was JussJerk founded?
Round about 2017.
Okay, so why did you come up with the name?
So the name, I had a personalized plate for my car that says Just Nev JU55 NEV. When I thought to go into catering, I wanted to use my grandmother's name, which is Vera.
Oh,
So we
Viva.
wanted Vera's Kitchen, but there was already a Vera's Kitchen in the UK, so we couldn't use it.
Mm,
So, racking my brain, and I'm thinking, you've got Just already, just
JussJerk.
add something to it, and it's Just Jerk, and that's how it started.
Go 10 out of 10, my girls no zero. She give me ginger.
Can you tell me more about your relationship with the Arsenal community? Because you seem quite very popular.
Hey girl, big bump with the shake. She dey work for your baby. What she want, I gotta do for my baby. Money ain't a thing, I'm gonna spend for your crazy. Suck down for me lady. Deep down the Julio, make your wavy. No talk on the betting, man outside activated daily.
It took a while. I mean, when we first started here, we weren't welcomed with open arms or anything like that. People were a bit standoffish, and as well, October 2019 we started. March 2020 was
Yeah,
COVID,
yeah,
and at that stage it was a coffee shop, not a jerk shop,
yeah.
and it just wasn't working. There wasn't any morning trade. There was no one going to work. Then end of June, the landlord contacted me to say, look, the jerk shop at the top, they've gone. They're not coming back.
Mm.
So you can go ahead and do the Caribbean food that you wanted initially. So okay, cool. We started doing food, and again in the beginning, it was one little pot of rice and peas, one box of chicken, and we'd have leftovers. But we've come on leaps and bounds now. Um, well, on a match day now, we go through about 25 kgs of rice,
Whoa.
15 to 20 boxes of chicken, what, a whole goat,
Mm.
at least 600 patties.
Wow. Doing
It's
good
not bad.
then.
It's doing good. It's picked up, and like you see, it's a place that's welcoming. It's friendly. You get good food, and you're next to Arsenal, so
Skin with a black or white. So we are enjoy life. But we are big them. All them a do, we no see them fly. Out in there, wine and back it up and read them. I fly. I fly. Wine and back it up and read them.
You have high profile clients. Can you throw some names of people that frequent your shops?
I'd rather you go in the shop and just zoom in on these pictures because people
Okay.
don't like to be name
Okay.
dropped like that.
Okay.
And I also understand what it means for them to actually go out of their way and take a picture that goes on the wall.
Mm.
We don't like to pester these people because if it was me
Mm.
and I've had a busy day and I'm walking down the street, oh, can you sign?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you feel obligated to, but there's
Yeah.
only so much you can do. So when they do take their time out without us asking, it's good. I'll throw one name out there because it's all over Instagram, social media. Ian Wright, he's a lovely
Yes.
person, and I remember the first time he came in the shop. Um, it was his PA that came in,
Yeah.
and the guy went, "All right, he's outside," and I was like, "Who?" He went, "Ian Wright." I was like, "Oh, cool." Let me go and chat to him. He's in the car park up there. So I walked up, introduced myself. He came on, shook my hand, we started chatting, and he said, "Look, you've never seen me in the shop. But believe me, I order food from your shop all the time. I just
Oh,
ask someone to pick it up because again, I don't want to get mobbed when I
yeah,
come out and stuff like that. So which was good, and then he went on to say it was one of the best jerk Caribbean food in London, and
yeah.
I said, "Can I get that on camera?" And he says, "Yes." And he walked into the shop. I videoed it. I was gonna post it, didn't post it, and the Tuesday he came back, and I was there. My cousin phoned me and he said, "Oh, Ian Wright's here again." I said, "I just show him love like everyone else."
Yeah,
And
that's
he
cool.
himself did the video, posted it, and by that was probably about 5 o'clock, and by 5:30, my phone just went crazy. Everybody was calling, people were liking, people were messaging. So stuff like that does a lot for small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Additives, no fresh, no just jerk. I want jerk chicken burger. You want rum punch. Wash it. Jesus Christ. Lick off your top.
Because sometimes people, and we've had loads of people that walk by never realizing that we're actually here, and it's when they come in and it's like, "Oh, when did you guys open?" So we've been here since 2019. They're like,
Mm.
"Oh, no way." But it is when stuff like this happens, we tend to get more recognition.
Yeah.
That video that he done was, I understand, since 20 February or March 23, and to this day,
Mm.
we get people coming and saying, "Oh, we're here because of Ian."
That's so cool.
So, yeah,
Shout out to Ian.
shout out to Ian every time.
Said activated daily.
We party all night long. We got the money to support that life. With the brown skin, whether black or white. So we are enjoy life. But we are big them. All them are doing us see them fly. Out in there, wine and back it up and read them.
So outside of Just Jerk, I realized you do some media work. Can you explain how you go into that?
So the first bit was for what was it? Something that Arsenal was doing for the local businesses, and it was to say, you support Arsenal, but you can't wear a football top to work. How do you show that you support the football club? And they came up with the concept of these hats. It was a few businesses around. They did the video shoot, and they left. A couple of days later, I got a phone call to say, "You realize you're on the website?" Then off that, there's a few documentaries or mini documentaries that we've been asked to partake in, and it's called Reggae Rhythms. On It was on Amazon Prime, Sky Sports, and it's a Premier League production documentary that kind of highlights the relationship between Arsenal Football Club and the Jamaican culture. So they phoned me again and Nev, this is so and so from Sky Sports. We need to redo the interview.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, cool, no problem. When? And he said, the Saturday game. So I was like, cool. And then also, we need you to interview Ryan Sterling and Liam Bailey. Me.
That's cool.
But it was a good experience. It was probably I've never really thought about media or venturing into that thing, but that experience itself made me feel like, oh, you know what, this could be another avenue.
So I want to talk about recently. There's been a petition about the council that want to shut down part of your shop. Can you explain a little bit how did that happen?
So it is this outside bit that we're currently sat in. Um, they've apparently had some complaints from neighbors or local residents or someone. I don't know who it is. Um, and that complaint led to a series of planning conversations. Um, they've advised that they won't issue retrospective planning. They wouldn't give a reason. Then when I queried it, it was the advertisements too bold. Um, it doesn't fit in with the street scene. I was like, what street scene? Can you provide a copy of the street scene policy? At least that way I know how to, adhere to whatever the street scene policy says. I've never been given that information. And then in terms of the advertising being too bold, I was like, if you look, you can see the colors. It's a Jamaican color, it's the same color that was on the Arsenal jersey
Yeah.
a season ago. So how is that? I feel like this is cultural appropriation, but again, it was, and now you need to appeal the decision. So I appeal the decision, and we appealed in March, April, and mid-July they came and they were like, look, they sent a letter to say we we're going to uphold our decision. You've got to take the unit down because it looks makeshift and again doesn't fit in with the street scene. You look around, you can see that it's vibrant, it's welcoming, it's warming. I would understand if people were passing and it was offensive. People would trip because of something protruding from the building itself, but nothing like that. There's never been any issue. No security reasons, no health and safety. So, but it is what it is. We've done the petition. Unfortunately, with it being an enforcement, if I don't comply, I face prosecution. No one wants that in this time.
No.
So, it will come down. We'll, revisit how we utilize the space. We'll probably make the first bit a smaller enclosed seating area, and then this bit that we're currently sat in, an outdoor seating space, whether it be a retractable canopy or parasols with electric heaters on it, because it's not the best place to sit in winter.
No.
But fans do want to sit and enjoy their food and feel a part of the community. Again, it's shocking because we've done so much for various community projects that Islington has done. We've done catering for them. We've been instrumental in the whole togetherness that you see. People don't just walk by. People will come. They'll have a chat. I've got customers who, from the very first day, they come here every match day without fail. So to not be able to provide some level of comfort for them, it's disheartening, but I'm sure they'll understand. They've all signed the petition, but like I said, it's a bit too late. But such is life. God knows best.